Hello everybody, Jean here. In this deep dive, I'll be showing you the so-called Jupiter 2 that was discovered on Mars. I speak under correction, but I think it was Thomas Mikey Jensen who originally featured this on his YouTube channel many years ago. So there's a comparison between this object and the Jupiter 2 that you can see in the inset. This is one of the earlier models of the Jupiter 2 from the TV series Lost in Space. Obviously this isn't the Jupiter 2 on Mars, it's just a comparison. The site that this was discovered in is located on the equator of Mars in a region called Aram Chaos. The Mars Orbiter camera on board the Mars Global Surveyor, or MGS, took this photograph of the site in Aram Chaos. The anomaly is located to the bottom of this photograph. Let's have a look at the details. There we can find the longitude and latitude, so we can see it's 2 degrees off the equator. There's a lot of strange anomalies close to this. I'll show you that towards the end of the video. So this photograph was taken in 2008-09. And its description: layer and light-toned outcrops in Aram Chaos. Let's have a look at the details. The image height is 23 kilometers and the width is 2 kilometers. So it's quite a large swath of terrain that was photographed there. The image pixel width is 2 meters. So let's have a look at that image. In the embedded image viewer, we'll click full screen and zoom down to the location. Check out the weird object right there, folks. It sticks out like a sore finger, like a needle in a haystack. Right there on the ridge line running through there. This terrain is very amazing. Beautiful place. Well worth the visit, I guess, one day when humans get to Mars. Lots of dunes, and then strange surface features that look like dunes, but also that look like vines or roots. We'll take a closer look at that in the Gigapan. So the site's right there in Aram Chaos, at roughly 3 degrees 15 minutes north, 20 degrees 31 minutes west. There's a crop from the original photograph at actual size 1:1 scale, and we'll be zooming in on the object highlighted there. And according to the 2 meters per pixel given by NASA, that works out to be about 110 meters across. So to the right, we can see an upscale using a conventional magnifier. This is a plugin or add-on I added to Chrome. And to the left is a gigapixel upscale of that anomaly. And there to the top is the actual size of that object. So if we look at the details, the outlines, the geometry, shape, lowlights and highlights, the 2 magnified images correspond. So let's have a closer look at that. So there it is, nestled between these strange dunes and then these other features that look almost like roots or vines. Check that out. Is this possibly a craft or an outpost with two large windows looking out over the terrain. This looks like a side-on view of a Jupiter 2. It's very strange. It's got like two large windows, slightly turned so that you can't see the window on the left. You can only see part of it, and then the window on the right. We've got a direct view of it. This is very, very strange. So what could this be, folks? This part definitely protrudes over the edge of this ridge, and it's covered in sand over here to the top right. Some strange symmetry and geometry going on here. It doesn't look like a typical dune that we find at this site. Let's have a look at the Gigapan. I'll include the link to this image in the video description so you can download this and check it out for yourselves. So check that out. And then these strange dunes surrounding this object. To me, some of these look like vines or roots growing on the surface. Check this. But who knows for sure, folks? Right, let's head down to Aram Chaos on the equator to that site, which is right there. And at the time of this video, a high-rise photograph had not been taken of this site. So here's a thumbnail of that anomaly that I added to Google Mars. And then up about, let's see, it's about 20 kilometers to the north, I found this huge object. If I recall correctly, it's about 150 meters across. So, don't know what to make of this. There's like this protruding part or dome in the center. It's got some weird parts to it as well. It looks like pipes. And then what else is nearby? Let's go to the west. This is where I found this strange web-like structure. It looks like bracing and pipes. A cavern about 30 meters across. There's also this strange flying saucer type anomaly about 8 meters in diameter. It seems to have crashed into the surface. And also this weird object. It's about 8 meters to 10 meters across. Looks like an opening with these parts inside. Seems to have vented out to the bottom left. Let's see what else is close by. Up in Mojave, got these strange parallel tracks. Now I've highlighted those. So very unusual to see that. How do boulders roll down and make these patterns? Doesn't look natural at all, in my opinion. So what do you guys and girls think this thing might be? Is it possibly a craft or an outpost with these large windows looking out over the terrain. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the Jupiter 2 on Mars. Let's engage in the comments and see if we can suss out what this object might be. As always, thanks for watching.